The market pushes higher over 4,200 and hits our target, then pulls back. What's next for the bulls? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market should be pushing up over that 4,200 level towards 4,207, and the market hit it almost to the penny and then started pulling back. Now we're in a zone where they could make one more push higher towards 42.45 before we see a bigger pullback. I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before we jump into the charts, we started buying this market back at 390 on the SPY on 119. As you can see on the screen, we cashed out today when we hit our target at 4207, and we bought for $9 and sold our last part of our trade for $27. Now, there is some hedges in there and some things that take away from a little bit of that profit, but it's risk-free trading because of how we do it. If you're interested in joining a room like this and making trades like this, stay tuned for later in the video. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and just to give you a quick heads up here on the chart, 119 was right here, okay, and we were coming off this low, and we started buying on that 119 area down here around 3,900, and we sold today up here at 4207, the last part of our trade, okay, so we bought down here, we sold some here, bought back here. We did really well on this trade. So anyway, the market is following our path very well. We were looking for 4207.25, that 1236 extension that we've been talking about, and we hit it and pulled back. I don't know necessarily that we're done. This does look like it could be a wave 4 of this little 3, so you need a little sub wave 4 and then one more push higher. So we could see 4243.50 before we get the pull back towards 4090, or they could just pull directly back towards the top of the pivot here at 4090. So the main paths we're looking at, guys, are that we could hold this 4148 area here, okay, and then shoot higher to 4243 to complete this green circle wave 3 at the extension up here at 4243, the 1382, and then pull back. Or we could just pull back down towards this 4090 area and then look for the move up towards 4302 from there. So those are the two bullish paths we're looking for, either a quick pullback and a push higher and then a bigger pullback, or the bigger pullback and then the push higher towards 4300. Now, it's pretty cut and dry from here, and that's what makes this part of the trading so good, is that we have a clear level, and that is 40.54. As long as all of our pullbacks hold above 40.54, okay, we are still bullish and still looking for 4,300 plus up to as high as 4,400. However, if they do break that 40.54 level, we do become bearish, because now what you have is a failure point. We are over the B wave high. We're expecting this to be a wave C of that B that we've been talking about, so it does qualify by moving up. And by taking out this B wave high, we have enough in place here that we could technically start to sell off here. And if they do start to sell off from here, it will be a pretty ugly sell-off, okay? So that could be the start to that sell-off down towards the 2,900 to 2,500 region. I don't think that's the case just yet. I think there's plenty more bull in this market before we see that turn. But again, if we see an impulsive move that breaks this 40.54 level, okay, a 5-wave move, that's a setup for a big sell-off in the market. So we need to watch that 40.54 level and make sure all of our pullbacks hold above that. If we do break below that, you should start to get bearish. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, yesterday we talked about the extensions. I said they should probably push through 12,560 and hit this 12,708 level. And this morning I told my room, based on where we were in the pre-market, it was very likely they could go hit 13,000 or this 12,950 area, which they hit basically to the penny and then started to pull back. They could also have another extension higher here in the NASDAQ, but I do think that we could see the ES get an extension where it moves up to a new high to that 40.45 level, and you may get like this kind of deal in the NASDAQ and then down. The NASDAQ, because it has hit the 1618, its support moves up. And what we'd like to see now is the NASDAQ hold that 12,561 level down to the 12,322 level. So the key level on NASDAQ is 12,322. If they break below that, we start to become very bearish and could see a big sell-off in the NASDAQ. But we do expect a pullback to test those levels, and then another move higher towards the 13,300 area. As long as we stay above that 12,322 area, the market remains bullish. Below that, we become bearish and a bigger sell-off. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it'll take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there and make sure you love it and become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. As a bonus, we've just added our training section. Here's our Elliott Wave for Beginners course that we have in there. You get that with your membership. So in the 2 rooms, my Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go through exactly where we're at in accounts and what to expect, as well as the educational training that I just showed you. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are interested in day trading, as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He's also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in here so we can make some money together. Okay, key takeaways for today. It's pretty simple. Keep it above 40.54 on any pullback, and we look higher towards 4,300. They could have an extension to 42.40 first, but we would like to see a bigger pullback toward that 40.90 area and then a move higher towards 4,300. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup. We want to keep it above that 12,322 level. Everything above that is bullish toward 13,334 and ultimately as high as 14,000. Guys, it's the weekend. Grab yourselves a drink. Get away from the computer, have some fun, enjoy your family, and I will talk to you next week.